Hello and welcome to Game 5 of Season 7, Day 24 StarSeries Star Series. And another game of Dota 2, of course. We have got Rattlesnake International here, which is of course formerly known as KP. And they're taking on Na'Vi. We're going to see which one of these two teams gets themselves a point. Very important match for both teams because, especially for Na'Vi, they kind of can't really afford to lose more games. So we'll see if they manage to take this win. And I am not by myself, though. I'm joined by two people. One of them is a person that you are very well familiar with. It is Nahaz, who will be providing you with stats inside the client. And my co-caster for this game will be 1437, who I welcome back to the broadcast, because it's not the first time, but it's been a while.
Hello.
Hello. So, Rattlesnake Na'Vi, you really wanted to co-cast this match in particular. Why?
Actually, I just want to really cast this match because I think it's going to be an eye-peeling match. I mean, RS has been on top shape right now, and I think they're definitely one of the best teams in the West. And obviously, Na'Vi is in a really clutch spot where they really have to win this game, so I'm expecting them to try really hard. And I just want to see two of the big teams in the West battle it out.
I think that's a good reason. Na'Vi, of course, yesterday they were able to beat Alliance very fast. And actually, I think also they won the game that they had earlier that day. Rattlesnake, their last game, who were they up against? But they have one loss right now, and they lost against Alliance. So perhaps something to take away from that. They're taking a long time for this draft, which is of course, I think actually the draft is one of the more important things, especially for teams like these, because in terms of strategies, I'm not really expecting them to make a lot of mistakes. So draft and strategy, therefore, the most important thing. We still have an IO in the pool, we still have OD, etc. Lifestealer and Batrider so far the only ones banned out. How much do you value a Naga Siren here? Do you think it's gonna get banned out, or never mind, banned? Before I get...
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
The thing about Rattlesnakes is they're a team who prepares a lot before the match begins, especially when they're playing against one of the top teams in Europe. And Na'Vi is definitely one of the top teams in Europe, so I'm expecting something really big coming out of Rattlesnake, something they probably prepared the last few days for.
5 seconds remaining.
So then this Nakes and Naga Bandai, it definitely comes to some bigger picture that Rattlesnake have created.
Do you feel like Na'Vi is also one of the teams that normally takes time into analyzing who they're going to be up against? Or did they just come together thinking, oh, we have got 3 games for StarSeries tonight, be there on time, and, well, Poppy does the rest?
I think it could be the latter, but Na'Vi is a really good team to make things up on the spot, so I don't expect something any less from them, basically.
And we'll see if they can indeed get themselves another win, because they kind of need a win right now. As said earlier, I mean, Na'Vi is not doing bad by any stretch in StarSeries. They've lost 3 games in total, with 8 games played, or 9 games played actually after earlier game today. And, I mean, 3 games, I'm talking about losses, because wins in this case are not that important. Basically, to get in the top 4, you can't really afford to lose more than 3 or 4 matches. And right now, there are a few teams that haven't lost more than that. We have got Alliance only losing 2, Quantic only losing 2, Rattlesnake International only losing 1, and then there's Na'Vi and Empire, who both are sitting on 3 losses. And that's kind of like the top 5, and that's all fine, but you need to be in the top 4, so one of those teams is still going to be dropped out, and the question is, which one is it going to be? And if Na'Vi actually loses this match, or loses next one that they're going to be up against Fnatic, their chances of going to Kiev are slightly diminished, because Empire has already faced a lot of the stronger opponents that you might think of. Of course, they still need to face Quantic. That's actually the strongest one that they still have to face, but that's the only one that is one of the stronger ones that they still are facing. So, scary things for Na'Vi. If they lose, they pick up a Visage and a very early anti-mage. With that, of course, denying it to Envy, I guess.
Yeah, actually, that's really different considering it's Na'Vi who's playing, and they actually picked a really early anti-mage. I mean, Rattlesnake is a team that likes to play the economy battle, so they're okay with sitting back and just farming away at the game until they get ahead. And anti-mage is one of those heroes that just farms the entire map really quickly and can keep up, even if the opponent is just allowing you to farm or something like this. So it's actually a really interesting pickup by Na'Vi.
Yeah, Rattlesnake replied
I've
to
never
it by
seen them
Bane.
do this. Yeah, Bane is actually quite good hero
10
against
seconds
anti-mage,
remaining.
especially if you decide to go aggressive trial lane or something like this. But
5
Rattlesnake
seconds
isn't really
remaining.
known for having playing very aggressive, but you know sometimes they do it.
Reserve
I've
time.
seen them run some Bane, Bottom, these kind of hero strategies. So
Well, the chance is still there. They have got a Darkseer already, so there's a lot of versatility in their draft possible. Darkseer can go offlane, mid, or safe lane, or jungle, whichever you want him to be. And Bane, indeed, I mean, a hero that you sometimes see on an aggressive trialing. Safe trialing, definitely a good one as well. Shoot your carry, get aggressed on, you can just nightmare your opponent or nightmare your carry so that he can't take any damage from whatever is incoming. So, a very strong hero, I think, for Rattlesnake. Doesn't really give anything away about what they might be planning on doing. And Navi is actually removing some of AY 2000's heroes right now in the form of an Enchantress. Chen removed by Rattlesnake themselves. I mean, with Visage already in the pool for Navi, I think they're going to be happy with that. Even without a Chen, they're still going to be okay. And perhaps even pick up a Crystal Maiden again, as they don't really have any disables yet. And Crystal Maiden has been a hero that Poppy has been favoring a lot lately.
10 seconds
yeah,
remaining.
normally we see Kuroki playing the Visage, so
5 seconds remaining.
it is definitely a Puppy's support that's still to come. They ban out Chen and Ench. The junglers are all gone. And actually, Aoi 2000 is a really, really good Enchantress player as well, so no surprise there for to see the Ench ban. And Rattlesnake countering that with the Chen because of the Ench ban. Thinking maybe Navi want the Chen.
Could be. Well, they're now no longer going to have it. Both teams using a lot of their bonus time, actually quite even on bonus time as well. So Navi is thinking about a next ban, and then straight away a pick. We still have an OD in the pool, a hero that is that we have seen a lot of lately, including the Weaver, also still in the pool. It's going to be the Nyx Assassin from Navi, so a pretty standard support combination. And actually one that I wouldn't be surprised to see going aggressive, but then... Oh, wow, that's a troll.
Navi
Aggressive with a safe lane anti-mage. I'm not quite sure if Navi actually does that a lot. I don't think they do.
They're not gonna go aggressive with this Trilin. It's highly unlikely unless they're gonna solo the anti-mage against Darkseid, which is a pretty common matchup. As for the troll pick by Kaipi, actually, this is a hero that they've been playing a lot. They've played it in the mid lane or in the safe lane. And it actually provides a lot for a team, especially with the global ultimate.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Okay, could you try and toggle your microphone on and off inside the game client, by the way?
5 seconds.
And just to make
Yeah,
sure that the green bar is moving, just sometimes it bugs out.
Okay, just a moment. Alright.
As long as the green bar is moving when you're
Oh.
talking, you're doing it right.
Oh, okay.
And it's set on
Oh,
on, of course.
okay. The green bar's moving. Okay, alright. I got it now. Sorry.
Is it on
Oops.
on also?
No, it's on off.
You have
And
to...
it works. If it's on, it doesn't work. The green bar isn't moving at all.
Well, you have to have your microphone on, otherwise it doesn't work in the game.
Alright.
Your green bar should
Okay,
move
wait,
all the
hold on.
time.
Okay, I got it now. It should
Yep.
be, I think it should be fine.
Okay. I will type it in the chat. People inside Dota TV, if you cannot hear 1437 after what I'm saying right now, then try toggling to Russian cast and then back, and then you should be able to hear us once more. As Rattlesnake has kind of set the tone with their Troll Warlord, followed by a Spirit Breaker. Now, I really like this combination, because Spirit Breaker, if he's played as a support, I mean, he's all fine and good and stuff. If Spirit Breaker is not played as support, he normally wants to go for something like Mask of Madness. But with a troll in the team, he can be and a support and have basically a free Mask of Madness because of Battle Trance, which you get your attack speed from. I like it. Navi going for Bounty Hunter, also maybe some aggression with their Nyx Assassin and Visage, and
10
perhaps
seconds remaining.
an Invoker again?
Yeah. Actually, this combination of Troll Spirit Breaker, they really love doing. And since they picked Bounty Hunter, they picked Spirit Breaker to actually just try and kill him whenever he shows up in the lane. The Spirit Breaker is most likely going to have dust on him at all times and just going to charge up on his Bounty Hunter as soon as you see him, and it's going to be a free frag. And from there, I think Rattlesnake is just going to try and win the lanes here. And going into the late game, I think Rattlesnake have the advantage because of the excessive physical damage that they have from Troll Ultimate. And since Anti-Mage is a hero who's not so strong against a lot of physical damage.
Yeah, and the bashes, of course, are going to hurt him quite a bit as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, some mid heroes needed for Navi. Are you expecting Troll to be mid for Rattlesnake, by the way?
I actually am expecting Troll to be mid for Rattlesnake right now. They can go both. They can go Troll safe lane and Troll mid, but it all depends on this last pick basically. This last pick is Navi's mid hero, and if it's optimal for Rattlesnakes to put the Troll mid against this guy, then they will do that.
It's a
Actually, now that
Viper.
they picked, yeah, now that they picked Viper, I feel like if it were up to me, I think I would put something like a Weaver mid. Weaver is just a really good hero against Viper because he can't really. It's hard to explain, but Weaver actually counters Viper to an extent, and he won't be able to kill him on mid lane because of Shikuchi, and later on in the game, the bugs and Weaver just going in on Viper is gonna be doing a lot of damage. All these single target heroes aren't very good against that, so I would like to see something like that and put the Troll in the safe lane and farm them up, but let's see what Rattlesnake have planned here.
And they're taking their time, that's for sure. 35 seconds left in their bonus time. I'd say I'm liking the Viper, but as you say, I mean, you're still giving Rattlesnake the chance to counter it. And if Viper gets countered, I mean, there's not that much you can do
Luna.
against it.
Okay, so it is. I think it is gonna be. Yeah, it is a Troll on mid lane and Luna safe lane. Interesting pick. I wasn't even thinking about Luna at all. So let's see what they actually do with this.
Oh, this pushing power with a Troll and then Lunar Blessing coming out from Luna, that's pretty scary. And it might be even too fast for Anti-Mage to actually farm up something that he can be in fights with. Because right now the fighting potential of Na'Vi comes kind of down to Viper and maybe Bounty Hunter picking up some people with Nyx Assassin, but I think you can be safe to say that Rattlesnake will definitely get some wards there, so they won't be able to roam around freely. And that's, I'm kind of worried for Na'Vi at this point actually, because if their early game isn't strong, they're gonna be having a tough time in the mid game, because the supports of Rattlesnake are gonna be having a good time. Of course, Rattlesnake already having a Spirit Breaker, which is a support that wants to make stuff happen early on, so perhaps going for a gank up on the Viper. It's looking pretty scary for Na'Vi, but we'll see how they do, as of course we are gonna see Rattlesnake on the dire side, Pylite Die will take on the Bane, Sing Sing on the Troll Warlord, AOI 2000 playing the Spirit Breaker, as Envy will take on the Luna. And last but not least, it is Bone 7 taking on his Darkseer. Do you want to introduce Na'Vi?
For sure. Okay, so now we have Navi Puppy playing the Nyx Assassin, Kuroki on the Visage, Dandy Millen with the Viper, Havos playing the Anti-Mage, and we got Funnick playing Bounty Hunter. And we can see that Rattlesnakes have decided to 5-man bottom. I think this is what they do a lot by going down to the opponent's jungle and warding it up with 5 heroes. And we can see Funnick as well. He instantly started moving for the opponent's big camp to stop the Darkseer from going into the jungle right away and getting that big camp killed by placing a sentry there.
Yeah, we might have Puppy in some trouble though. I mean, Rattlesnake definitely have a lineup that can't still throw the punch early game, but they are now only with 3 because the other 2 have backed off, so would be a 3-on-3 fight, and then they don't really want to take it anymore. Bounty Hunter is on the bottom lane at the moment with nobody left on top for Na'Vi. They're going to be having the... oh, they're going to be charging up on Puppy. They're going to be trying to take him down. Puppy who's all by his lonesome right now. Iron Shell up on as well. Brain Sap could be there. Puppy tries to eat his way through some trees to get himself some HP back, and it actually might be enough. Nice spike Carapace. That's going to be enough. Avos coming in. Gets an enfeeble, but will be just there to scare Rattlesnake out of his jungle. But if it's successful, well, it might just be AOI's trying to scare Havos into not going to his lane to farm some creeps. But in the end, no kill being done. AOI will just block a camp, perhaps, by himself.
Yeah, it's actually an aggressive challenge with Darkseer. It's quite interesting. But the biggest casualty from that is that Nyx Assassin had to get Spike Carapace at level 1, which I really didn't think he needed, but he still ended up getting it, which means at level 2 and 3 he's only going to have 1 level in stun and then mana burn.
And they're actually very aggressive here, looking for Puppy or for Avos. At least already the presence of them is already shutting down Avos so much, and that means that the pressure on Dendy in the mid lane on his Viper is even higher, because Avos is not going to get any farm this way. I mean, he has to be so careful, and he has Enfeeble. Creep wave already taken down.
Yeah.
Iron shells aplenty here for Rattlesnake as they're just gonna try to take a fast tower. And remove Vavost's farming space at all. Like completely.
This is actually really interesting because Havosta and Puppy are still getting all the XP they need here. And at the top lane, we have Kuro doing the same thing to the opponent's carry to Eternal Envy up there. So I'm really not sure who's getting the better out of this.
Oh, in the mid lane, in the meantime, Dendy might be in some trouble. He gets Whirling Axes in his face and gets slowed down. He might actually be our first blood. Sing Sing trying to chase him down. Dendy only having one tangle as regen. It's enough, though. Sing Sing doesn't get the first blood in his hands, and that means that Dendy... Well, he has to actually go back to base or something, because...
Oh, man.
Well,
No, he'll bring himself a flask. He asked his ally to upgrade courier so he can bring in the flask. If he goes back to base right now, it would be absolutely disastrous. But wow. This troll is really doing work on the mid lane.
He is indeed.
I think he misstepped a little too. He had the chance to kill him. If you saw, Sing was actually toggling between melee and range to get the extra movement speed to catch up with the Viper. It was really awesome to watch.
Well, it worked out for a little while, but then of course walking high ground, Dendy able to get himself to that tree, which he really wanted to eat. Still doing a lot of damage though, and this is still a lane that Dendy has to be really careful in.
Oh man, top the river.
Oh, AY, still assumption, is it enough? No, it's not, and he charges. Dendy,
Dendy?
can he? No, he cannot.
Oh.
The charge continues, and AOI is safe. He has a self, so close. That's Soul Subject. Funny
Really
though,
good.
still sitting mid with a double damage from goes for Sing Sing. I don't think he. Oh, I think he went a bit too early for that one. Dendy's not able to help out with that one, and Sing Sing just coming back there with a slow up on everybody, and AY back in this as well. He's not gonna charge
Yeah,
anymore.
that was some much needed pressure that needed to put on the troll as well. But this all started when AUI was sitting on the top rune, the double damage, and he didn't take it, and the bounty hunter just came in this and stole it from him. So almost gave up first blood, and Sing Sing was pressured a little as well.
And in the meantime, Envy is still pushing on that top lane. Only Funnick standing between him and a tier 1 tower. Funnick, who's level 3. Well, Luna sitting at level 4, level 2 in her aura, though she is able to throw out a decent punch on those towers. Bottom lane, by the way,
Yeah.
still no kill happened. Rattlesnake, I mean, they have got this aggressive tri lane, and they've rotated a lot. Would you put it in favor of Navi or in favor of Rattlesnake now, the way this game is going thus far?
Right now, I still think it's in favor of Rattlesnakes, because Navi is the one who had to move all the way from top to bottom, and Luna has some time at top lane to farm up, and Havos is actually getting pretty pressured with the Enfeeble,
wow.
but
Sorry.
he's out of mana now.
No, Denny
Yeah,
is actually getting charged right
so-
here. He has got a lot of tangos though, I mean, Puppy and Kuroki kind of donated some to him, but it might not be enough. In comes the charge,
Sing Sing
in
has
comes the
spells.
axes. Is there a Whirling Axis? That would be enough to get the first blood going. Whirling Axis, it does not, there it goes, it does reach Dendy, and that's gonna be your first blood. Sing Sing takes it home. In the meantime, Spear Breaker will still go down because Bounty Hunter came in from the side with a haste rune, and then Janada attack level 1 was enough to get the kill. Whirling Axis thrown out by Sing just to see if he can scout something out, but didn't get it. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, Pylite die running for his life. No more mana left on Puppy, who's getting a charge by the way as well. AOI, oh nice spike Carapace. But AOI back, of course, to full life, full health. Looking to make something happen. Perhaps he can. No, he can't. He has to cancel this. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got too much damage if he goes in there.
I was gonna say,
Won't be
like,
good news for him.
would be quite suicidal if he did. But first blood
Yeah,
goes
that
to
was a-
Sing Sing.
Yeah, that was a really good trade for Rattlesnakes. But now we see that Dendy is ahead in CS. Once he got some few more levels into poison attack and he was able to pressure Sing Sing, he got ahead on the CS board. But he is behind a kill, and Sing Sing did get the first blood. So
Yeah, Vo still able to get some farm in the meantime. Oh, in comes a charge again up on Dendy. They need a lot higher on HP this time though, but perhaps they can still get it with Battle Trance, perhaps? They can. In comes a
but
charge.
Dendy did see the Spearbreaker charging
Yeah,
from
oh,
bottom, and wow,
AY
that
tried to
TP.
TP out, but in comes Puppy with an Impale. That's a kill going the way of Navi. And Sing not able to contribute to help out AY there. So that's the downside of a Spirit Breaker. If you have some wards, which, well, actually, only Navi has only one.
Yeah, but
can
that
see
word
him
was
coming.
enough to see him charging
Yep.
towards the mid lane. So, and wow, he actually went. Okay, and here comes Funnick again onto Sing Sing. I don't see him getting him here.
He actually uses
Yeah.
Battle Trance for the bottom lane, perhaps some extra pressure on the tower. It's charged up on Kuroki, but I think AUI is just using this as a free teleport towards the bottom lane. That might be the best. Although, if the positioning is right, AUI or Pylai Dai might come in
And
to try
Puppy
and help
doesn't
out.
have a TP as well, so
Yeah, they're
they
gonna
could go
dive
in
the
on
tower
this.
for this. Why not? Kuroki level 3, Iron Shell, Brain Sap, boom, you're dead. Bone 7 with the kill, with the credit. And Havo's the only one left alive for on the bottom lane.
Yeah. And Havos, even though he's getting enfeebled, he still has 29 CS. He's actually doing really well. And here comes support to the bottom lane.
Yeah, the charge already over, trying to maybe do something here. Pylai gets Surge himself away. In comes a slow up on AY though, and he doesn't have anything to do right here, apart from just trying to get himself out by running. It is enough to get him away though. Na'Vi getting forced back by also Envy coming in with his Luna. Running away, or running, trying to find Vos, but he
Yeah,
baited his way.
he actually poured it down there just to make sure that his team wouldn't die. He's missing out on a lot of farm from top, but if it's actually worth it to try and save your team there if they were getting that pressured. And here comes Singh trying to put some more pressure onto Dendi. Dendi actually has a pretty early point booster as well, some extra HP and mana for him. He's going to be going into that Aghanim Scepter really quickly into this game.
Yeah, something that you kind
It's
of
a really
need.
cost-efficient item for Viper. A lot of damage, a lot of health, everything he really needs. His damage basically comes from his passive anyways.
Yeah, and on top of that, if you can slow down Rattlesnake, like 12-second cooldown on your Viper Strike, Rattlesnake that's
yeah.
already faster to begin with because of the, not only is Luna of course a very fast hero, but then you also have a Spirit Breaker with his aura. It's pretty scary, so slowing heroes down is going to be really important as AY is charging to creep top. He's going to try to get some farm. I mean, his roaming around and all that, it has kind of set him back in terms of levels. He's only level
And
3.
mid,
Oh, they try to go for Dendi. Can they actually get him? Brain Sap is there. One more hit needed. Envy with the haste rune gets hit. That's going to be an extra kill done by Rattlesnake. 3 heroes in the mid lane to make that happen. Level 3 is still also up by Bane, by the way. And if we look towards Na'Vi, they have got a level 4 and level 4 up. So Rattlesnake slightly behind on their supports. In terms
yeah,
of
but
levels.
Luna's making up for a lot of this XP as well. But yeah, they do need to get to these level 6s. Both of the supports and both teams have been really starved because they've been moving around a lot, trying to make some ganks happen. They haven't been able to get all this extra XP. So, and it looks like Anti-Mage is catching up quite nicely now as well. Even though they had this dual lane trial in bottom enfeebling him, it really didn't phase him much. He was still able to get all these last hits.
Yeah, Puppy now with boots moving towards the mid lane. As we have got 2 smoke heroes sitting ready. Envy wasting a bit of his farming time to sit next to Bane. Waiting for the go signal, waiting for Danny to show himself mid. Or perhaps going for bottom instead to go for a Vost. Oh, they already get their dust pop though. They find Kuroki and Kuroki will go down. In comes Bone 7 as well. But that's actually better than having Havos die. So in a way, it's not even that bad. Gives a bit of a warning signal to Havos to know that there is indeed people incoming. And then already comes
They get some
Funnick.
support to bottom again.
Oh, Avos has to be careful here though, because in comes the Eclipse! That's gonna be one already dead! Nyx Assassin, down he goes. No Spike Carapace coming up from Puppy. Went too fast. Avos will be safe for now, but he is very low. 1 Lucent Beam might be enough.
Yeah, Rattlesnakes are actually doing the right moves here. They're going into the aggressive trialing where they know that Navi has to come and fight here to defend their tower and their anti-mage. But in reality, I think Navi should be going somewhere else, farming elsewhere and just sack this tower. And Funnick is dusted up. It's gonna might be taking a fall here.
Yeah, getting charged up as well. He still tries to run for it. Might be successful. Gets a track up indeed. At least. In the meantime, somehow Avos is still safe. And still trying to blink himself continuously towards safety. And Rattlesnake not getting anything out of this, well, apart from the tower of course, but no extra kills next to the 2 supports that they picked up, which is, I think, best result that Navi could have hoped for.
It was pretty close, but look at Havos. He's just sitting in trees. He can't even try and farm out because he's been pressured so hard by all these heroes coming into his lane. And meanwhile, Spearbreaker has been getting level 6 on the top lane. Remember when we saw him charge up there at level 3?
Mm-hmm.
Now he's level 6. He's caught up in levels, while Navi supports are still level 4.
Yeah, and it's a Vos that he is charging in on right now, and with the Vos not backing off and not getting any extra regen apart from his Ring of Health. Oh, there he gets a bottle, that might help. The charge actually gets cancelled. I mean, he would have charged through a couple of tier 1 towers, so perhaps it's not the most ideal way to initiate. Kinda gave it away. Na'Vi though, they're playing fairly passive, and I feel like with the Viper, I'm not quite sure if that's the right play to do here, especially now with Rattlesnake. Their late game potential is definitely not nothing, and even though Na'Vi is not looking bad themselves, I wouldn't put it guaranteed in hands of Na'Vi in terms of late game. Like if you say like this game lasts for 1 hour, who would you put in favor of this game?
I would still put Rattlesnakes in favor. It's mostly because of the amount of physical damage that they have on the team, and Battle Chance just making that much stronger as well.
Well,
I'd say the late game.
He's already.
And there's also Darkseer as well.
Yeah, this is gonna be Sentry Ward gets put down. He doesn't even have level 6 yet, but you know, never know. Ooh, nice by Carapace, might be enough, but in comes the charge still, and the slow is there as well. AUI will be able to finish that job with another strike if he wants to. Not even needed. Bashes are all he needs. Easy kill, and very far forward level 5 support. Perhaps it's enough to distract the attention away from mid lane though. Tier 1 tower taking some harassment.
It was just a really desperate play by Puppy, try and get this XP, catch up into the game. He really had nowhere else to go and get this XP. So Puppy would try to go back top, but if he did go there, he probably would have died. He's the guy who actually backs up other heroes. His teammates can't really back him up.
Wouldn't be worth it either way to stop farming for that. With the battle trance here, fortification gets thrown out, so the tier 1 tower will live to see another push, I guess, because I'm not sure if Rattlesnake is actually planning on backing off. Actually, they are. Pyrelite though, also still level 5, no ultimate just yet. He is the only one on Rattlesnake that's actually still below level 6, while on Na'Vi they're still level 5 Visage and a level 5 Nyx Assassin. Both of those are so needed to be level 6. You need that Vendetta, you need those familiars. In the meantime, Denny getting charged once again. He is going to be able to back off though, or at least, you know, back off in time. Anyway, has to cancel the charge.
The thing about Navi is they really just need to get to their core items, like Aghanims on Dandy and Anti-Mage. He's building a straight Battle Fury. He didn't even go Treads, so they can't really fight early game. And Navi supports are really under-leveled as well, so fighting right now wouldn't be the best choice. If they can try and get some pickoffs, then okay, maybe that'll be decent. But right now, they're doing the right thing, and that's just farm up and see if they can get some kind of pickoff somewhere. Just minimize the damage that's done to their team so far.
Yeah, I have to say, like, despite all the harassment that Avos has been getting, he's still highest on that worth right now. And
they
actually,
could get this right now.
Yeah, they might find Envy. That would be a track. In comes the Eclipso, and down goes the Bounty Hunter. Soul Searcher still comes out on Envy, but he lives through it, and now is on the hunt, looking for Puppy, looking for Kuroki. AY with a double damage through, not gonna get the vision of anybody anymore, so no Nether Strike. And in the end, no kill for Na'Vi. Unfortunately for them.
That's a kill that they really needed, but Luna got her ult off before the stun came out, and that just cooked the Bounty Hunter. There was nothing he could have done there. Yeah, and the gank just turned the other way. It's really bad news for Navi.
And talking about ganking, Sing Sing, Pilot Eye sitting smoked up between tier 1 and tier 2 tower. Perhaps they can find themselves a bounty hunter for themselves, actually. Phonic already going invisible. They do have a sentry there, but Phonic doesn't move up the high ground, so that's not going to be happening today. Perhaps they can find themselves a kill on the anti-mage. Do they have a fiend script yet? Yes, they do. That's why they're
too difficult. Ranged. It's daytime. It's too difficult for them to try and just get the Bane to walk up and fiend script. You would blink miles away before he gets there.
Rattlesnake backing off once again then. Looking for next targets as the sentry wards go down. I have to say I'm quite disappointed by the amount of wards that Na'Vi is putting out. If you are up against a lineup that you know wants to take you down now rather than later, you might want to put up some wards, but right now Na'Vi doesn't have any observers down. Maybe Kuroki's going to make a difference in that though, because he has got 2 sitting in his inventory.
Yeah, Crow's just still desperately trying to get to level 6. It's 16 minutes in the game and they finally gave him the mid lane. It's like, okay. Get your level 6 already. And these birds, maybe they can have some impact, but still, Rattlesnakes do have a Bane. And he is almost level 7 and he's going to be able to just brain sap them away. So, it's kind of rough. And that's why we see a lot of Bane picks come up as soon as Visage is picked up. Just to brain sap those birds all the time, and it becomes a pretty big nuisance.
Yeah, we look at the net worth list. I mean, I just said that I'm impressed that Avos is still actually doing very well on the farm. But, I mean, the top 5 has 3 of Rattlesnake in it, so it's looking pretty scary right now, because only Viper is able to keep up in terms of farm on the side of Rattlesnake, and Funnick, he just hasn't been able to have that big of an impact. They need those track kills going, and they need them fast. They've got, of course, the Vendetta to help out with that, and of course, Bounty Hunter and Nyx Assassin can try to go on a hunt, try to find a pickoff, and perhaps they find one on Pylai Die. That would actually be a good one. Let's see if they can.
Yeah, for sure.
Impale comes out,
Any
breaks
kill.
Track kill for everybody,
Oh.
well, for a Vost for 4 out of the 5. That's very, very needed. And perhaps they get a tower out of it as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, they do have Glyph, and Pylai Die is going to be up in 10 seconds. I don't see Rattlesnakes giving this tower. They don't want to give anything to Na'Vi right now, especially since they can fight so well.
And indeed,
And yeah, any kill for Na'Vi is really, really good for them right now. All these experience, they really just need to get back in the game. And Dendi is still farming away for his Aghanims. He's 200 gold off. Maybe we can see some group ups with Na'Vi soon, as soon as he gets his Aghanims. But still, they don't have like mech. And Rattlesnakes do have a mech, and I would still say that Rattlesnake's team fight is just still that much stronger, so...
Yeah, with the Darkseer alone, I mean, even if he wouldn't have the mech, it's just such a strong team for regardless for Rattlesnake, especially with Battle Trance helping out there. They have to be very careful. At the same time, Avos has been having his Battle Fury, and he is building towards Tread, so he will be able to flash farm soon. He is still ahead of the Luna, but, I mean, he is up against so many people right now, and on top of that, there are so many things that are actually working against him in terms of Fiend Script or bashes or whatnot. It's not an easy lineup for an anti-mage just in general.
There is so much physical damage, and physical damage is what really wrecks at the top lane.
Funnick gets Fiend Script, the dust pops, another strike, will finish it up, AY, getting the kill.
Yeah, this global pressure is way too much for Na'Vi to handle from Spear Breaker and everything. Like, if you look at Rattlesnake's lineup, they have auras, they have massive physical damage, and Troll to amplify all of that. Then they have the insane team fight coming from Darkseer as well. So, and Na'Vi, what do they have? They have an anti-mage who can free farm the map, but Rattlesnake have a Spear Breaker who can just charge him, and as soon as he's charged, he's gonna have to back off. And it's gonna be hard fights for Na'Vi to take.
Should Na'Vi lose this game, would you say it'll come down to the draft?
I think draft had a lot to do with it. And this is why you don't see a lot of anti-mages being picked up so early, or even picked up at all, because this is his weakness, that he has to get so much farm. And physical damage and this Rattlesnake strategy with all these heroes in this current metagame, they just counter him. So, not so much Na'Vi can do. So yeah, to answer the question, I would say it does come down to the draft in this game.
We also have another thing that Na'Vi can't do anything about. It's the Roshan that Rattlesnake will take for free. And if he is rotating around, they might try to make something happen. I mean, they do have the Aghanims up on Dendi right now, but that's the only thing they have. They have to find pickups. They have got some wards up now, or at least a lot more than they had before. I guess they've got 3 observers down at the moment. But they can't really find anybody of Rattlesnake that's easy to pick up. I mean, if you find a Bane, that's fair. You can take him down. Maybe a Luna by himself, but not as if he's standing next to a tier 1 tower, because then you can count people teleporting in to help him out. Spear Breaker can just charge himself away. Troll can actually stay alive for such a ridiculous long time that you might actually end up killing yourself with it. And then Darkseer, definitely same story as well. He's got the mech, he's got the Darkseer wall, he can just make sure that you're somehow ending up in a team fight that you didn't intend to take. So there's not even that many gankable targets up for Na'Vi to try and take.
Yeah, And as time progresses, Rattlesnake is just getting further and further ahead. Even though Navi has an anti-mage and he's blinking camp to camp and farming away, you can still see that the gold graph is just going towards Rattlesnake's favor, and so is the XP. Like, it's just anti-mage gaining something for his team, while Rattlesnakes have 3-4 heroes constantly getting ahead all the time.
Yeah, including a hand of Midas on Bone 7 definitely helps.
Exactly.
Who, by the way, has got it off cooldown for quite some time, but I guess he's not too worried. He's sitting on top of that net worth, or he was anyway, once he started, until he started moving back towards the fountain. And he, of course, he buys a teleport, which makes you lose some net worth. In comes Viper Strike up on Envy, just harassing him, slowing him down.
Radiant's middle tower.
And with such a short cooldown, you can actually just throw it out like that. Oh, in comes a charge, looking for a target, finding Kuroki up the high ground. In comes another strike as well, and that's gonna be just a kill that you can do as support every single time again. And perhaps they also get themselves familiars? No, they don't. They do get a tower though.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, we can see how effective this charge into battle trance is with Spirit Breaker. He's capable of solo killing a Visage. So a support solo killing another support, you already know you're in trouble.
Yeah, more Viper Strikes, trying to get some more harassment, but it's just not enough.
Yeah. When it comes to tier 2 towers, they should be able to defend a little bit easier because of the Aghanim Scepter and buy some time for the anti-mage, but still. Let's see what Rattlesnake do here. They did decide that it was time to take that tier 1 tower, but they will go back and try to get the momentum again to go themselves their way.
Yeah, they still have an Aegis. I guess that's maybe something they want to use. Oh, actually, maybe Phonic is going to force to use it. Nope, never mind. Doesn't chase that down. Too afraid of teleports incoming, perhaps. But they still have an Aegis up on Envy who, yeah, he was a target for those Viper Strikes, but I don't think he really cares about that because he just will be alive again anyway. And Navi, the only thing that they can do is just wait until Rattlesnake makes a big mistake or overextends or something like that, because the one thing that they can do to get back on top of this, I think, is mostly track kills. And to get track kills, they have to fight, and they can't really walk into Rattlesnake because they'll win a team fight. They can't really gank because there's not really that many gankable targets. So they have to just wait until Rattlesnake overextends. Or do you think there's, like, what if you were captaining Navi right now, what would you tell them to do? How can they still win this game? Because they're getting behind more by the minute.
Oh man, if I was in Navi's situation, I would just say just sit back, let the anti-mage farm, and try to see if someone walks by some wards and we see that they're getting out of position, and just try for a gank on those guys. But other than that, I think making plays in Navi's position is really, really, really difficult. And here comes the charge. Oh man.
Oh, Puppy realized that he couldn't run, decided to TP out, but even that gets interrupted. He gets dusted up, still goes for an impale, gets a double impale out of that one, but I don't think he can live through this. He can go invisible if he just had the mana, which he doesn't have, so he goes down. Otherwise, perhaps he would have lived because they only had one dust, which they used. But nope. Goes down, another kill added to the board for Rattlesnake. It's 3-10. Rattlesnake looking solid.
Yeah, and you know, Rattlesnake isn't really a team who overextends a lot. Like like I said before, they're the team that likes to play the economy battle. And once they're ahead, they're just gonna keep trying to get further and further ahead and get pickoffs while the other team just withers away. So.
Yeah, we've got a BKB Sing Sing.
Luna got BKB.
Yeah.
As well.
Luna BKB, Sing Sing BKB, and of course already his Helm of the Dominator, so basically that's your troll being done in terms of farm. There is a Manta Style up an Anti-Mage, but right now he just needs more than a Manta Style. He needs something, like, doesn't even need a BKB. I don't actually know, maybe he needs a heart. He needs a heart.
Doesn't need, I don't think he needs BKB. He needs Butterfly, and he needs a Basher. And he's gonna need an MKB too at some point. He needs way too many items because eventually Luna's gonna have a Butterfly, and Sing Sing's second spell, the Whirling Axis in melee form, is 100% miss chance, or 60% miss chance. But I like to think of it as 100% miss chance.
It's very annoying to deal with. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Exactly. Like I don't know what it is, but when I play against that hero, it just feels like it's 100% miss chance, even though the tech says 60% on it.
Radiant's top
Oh,
tower
Denny
is
getting
under
charged up. Puppy is around there, maybe trying to help out. In comes the TP. Not just from Envy, but also from the Darkseer. Nice by Carapace, though. That's gonna be enough, but actually just deflects the damage to Puppy instead. I mean, he will go down. Denny might actually end up living, but he's still getting chased down. Bo 7 vacuuming back. Envy trying to go from the other side of the jungle, but I don't think they can catch him anymore. No, they have to let him go. In the end, I guess it's a worthy sacrifice for Puppy, but it's a sacrifice nonetheless. He still died. Yeah, to defend Dendy.
Ooh, maybe he'll get a kill here.
Ooh, they do.
Almost. Oh man, what a poor TP. That was not good.
Spirit Breaker going down, and Avos actually also picking up the first tier 1 tower on the side of Rattlesnake. So look at his net worth right now. He's actually getting himself even more ahead as Funnick finds himself Sing Sing. In comes a Viper Strike as well, but they have to back off again because Envy comes in, and now Dendy might be in trouble. Bone 7 chasing him down. He's not going to continue chasing though. Not this time. As the courier, I guess, picks off. Nice.
Ooh, that's
Funnick.
pretty big as well.
And
Yep.
it actually was on his
And
way
this
to
is the
bring
kind
something.
tower
No, it
is under
wasn't.
attack.
Never mind.
Oh.
Sorry.
What I was gonna say was this is the kind of mistakes that Navi are looking for Rattlesnakes to make. They gave a free tower bottom to Havos, then they gave a free Spirit Breaker, and now they gave a free tower on top to Havos again. And now comes Navi's pressure and their momentum.
Wow, look
With all
at that
these
graph
top
also. They go for Envy on the top lane. The track will be there. They can't take him down. It's enough. That's going to be indeed the start of Navi's push. Perhaps they can make something happen, or at least force out a buyback, which actually Luna doesn't have. So we'll see how far they get, because they've just taken down 4 towers within 3 minutes. And that's an insane amount of extra burst gold that you get on top of what you already had. Especially Vos is able to profit from that. He's sitting on 4.2k gold. Funnick managed to finish up his Vlad, sitting on 2.4k. Dandy, of course, going for a Ghost Scepter to deal with the physical damage coming in from Rattlesnake. Bone 7 getting a track from coming too close from Funnick. This could be the move that Navi needed, indeed. This could be the one mistake that kind of spirals out of control for Navi. In favor
It really
of Navi.
was. Actually, the mistake started on mid lane when they charged up to that, when they charged up to Dandy and they killed the Nyx, and when Anti-Mage took bottom tower. From there came the snowball. And this is what Navi needs. They need this Anti-Mage to get so far ahead that Rattlesnake won't be able to just kill him instantly. And this is exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah,
Perfect opening.
Looks like Navi is also trying to set up for Roshan, even though the ward that they just placed got instantly countered because Kuroki got scouted out. But Roshan will be up again in a minute or so, so that might be a good opportunity for Navi to try and make a stand, to try and fight back and actually get that Aegis and maybe use it to take down some more towers and get some more control over this map. I mean, this gold graph went from 10k in favor of Rattlesnake towards now being 0 once more. Experience graph, same story, went from 7.5 to 0. Rattlesnake looking pretty solid as my... Oh, there we go. Computer just froze a sec. But it's back again.
Isn't that insane? In like less than 4 minutes, I believe, it all happened. And Havos will go for the heart. And Rattlesnakes, they don't really have like a big item right now on Luna or Troll. They both have BKBs, but these items don't really provide the damage. Their damage is gonna have to come from Darkseer Wall and the Troll ultimate. And Havos, with all this health, I'm questioning if Rattlesnakes can just kill him. They need to all focus him down. But it's gonna be really difficult.
Yeah, he'll have a heart for the next fight. No buyback though, all in for this. But I think he can actually be in next fight, next to stay alive long enough to deal out some damage there, which is definitely needed. If they can get some more track kills on this, I wouldn't count Navi out just yet, even though if you would ask me 5 minutes ago, I would probably have said that, you know, this game was almost over, but this is looking pretty solid. Rattlesnake, they'll go already into the Roche pit. Navi should know that this is going on, but I don't think they can do anything against it. It's just going way too fast.
Oh. They really can't. They still need AM to get a little further ahead, and fighting in Roshan Pit against Darkseer Wall is never something you really want to do. And Luna. And
as said, yeah, Navi knew that this was going on, and then they just made sure that they knew because he just draw on the minimap. We know. But yeah, they're just trying to get some extra control, trying to clean out the dire jungle, placing some wards, already setting up for perhaps a fight to come, for perhaps some ganks to come. And, well, counter warding, you have to actually take down some wards. Maybe you can send familiars? No? Oh, the sentry is actually from the dire. Never mind that. Okay, so that ward's gonna get countered straight away. Rattlesnake doing the same thing, by the way, as Na'Vi is doing, just in the Radiant jungle. Still all the tier 2 towers left standing on the side of Na'Vi, by the way, while Rattlesnake has got their tier 2 top already dead, and Na'Vi might be trying to force out some TPs.
And look at Dandy. He's just sitting inside his base. And actually, we haven't spoken about Dandy much either. This game, he's been sitting back farming, but look at his item choices. These are pretty good item choices against Rattlesnake. Rattlesnakes, all their damage is physical, so he bought a talisman and a ghost scepter. And this should be enough for him to survive through fights, to use maybe 2, 3, even 4 Viper Strikes. So.
In the meantime, Rattlesnake going bottom. Seeing Poppy farming there. They're just trying to defend this tower. But right now, Rattlesnake is actually... They seem like they are kind of not entirely sure what they're going to be doing here. And they are going to now try to go for Poppy properly.
Yeah, playing against anti-mage, it's really easy to make some misplays and those things just spiral out of control. And right now, Rattlesnake, it doesn't really feel like they're coordinated enough to know exactly what they need to accomplish or how they can possibly win this game now. Where, like 10 minutes ago, we were pretty confident that Rattlesnake knew what they were going to do and had this game in the bag.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is where the experience comes into factor with both of these teams.
Captaining experience, because right now, I mean, we're 32 minutes into this game, and since we're back to even again, I mean, the gold graph and experience graph keep sitting on even, as they might be able to find Luna here. She turns on her BKB, and that might be enough. In comes a charge in the meantime, gets stunned by familiars. Nicely done by Kuroki. Still, Luna wants to come back in. Has got the Aegis still, and comes a Fiend Script up on a Vost, gets Hex up as well as Nether Strike, and they get him down. Kuroki dying with him as well. Double kill going the way of Sing Sing. Buyback from the anti-mage. And they are not able to get a trading return.
That was really questionable go-in by Havos and Visage over there. Their allies weren't anywhere near. Like, Puppy wasn't nearby, Dandy wasn't nearby. Havos' Manta was on cooldown, yet he still went in on that, and he just gave 2 free kills to Rattlesnake. And this will give him a bit more confidence in their ability to still secure this game. But I think Rattlesnake is actually behind now, if this gold graph is sitting at 0.
Yeah, it continues to be at 0. I do like Rattlesnake's Rattlesnake's ward. They have got vision all over in the Radiant jungle as well as on the river, so they've got some good control of their farm. And Na'Vi noticing it. I mean, you see them farming on their side of the map again, apart from Phonic, who feels quite safe to maybe try and get something going here in the dire jungle still, but he has to be careful. Luckily for him, there is a ward up, so he'll see when Luna moves around towards him. One thing that I'm kind of missing here, I'm actually expecting that more from Rattlesnake than from Na'Vi, is a gem. Because, I mean, they're up against the Nyx Assassin, but not just that, just the map control overall is so important. They are able to counter ward exactly where Na'Vi has actually placed the ward, and they're gonna smoke up straight away looking for something, but they don't have a gem just yet. We have got the Heaven's Halberd completed up for Dandy, so he's able to disarm the troll, which is the best thing that you can do, of course.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good pickup. Maybe Troll might use BKB, so he can even end up using it on the Spear Breaker. It would be quite effective as well.
Oh, charge up.
Oh, they're going for AM here.
Yep, and
no.
Nether Strike will be there as well, perhaps? No, not. In comes the BKB for Luna, goes for Puppy. Puppy who vendettas himself away. The dust is still there, but now the team fight is split up. Kuroki will still try to chase away the Luna, but now Luna needs to be with her team again, who was able to pick up Nyx Assassin. And Kuroki, because of that, was able to TP himself out, and of course they bought time for Avos to get himself out. If you're gonna go for a 5-man smoke, I don't think Na'Vi is gonna be unhappy with the result.
Yeah, that was actually really good for Na'Vi, because Rattlesnake isn't going to get anything out of this unless they try to go for this tower, which I have a feeling they won't get since mid's already being pushed out, top is being pushed out too, so Na'Vi is in actually a pretty good position, and they got Luna to use ultimate there.
Yeah, her Aegis is still in there, by the way. Takes the Viper Strike. Search up for Bone 7, who tries to go for a
The
vacuum.
charge on Funnick.
Yeah, they're
AM is ready for this.
Oh, they're charging
Let's
off
see if he
Funnick,
can
and
jump in.
they're going for two different targets because they changed to Dendy instead. And it's actually the Luna that burst her Aegis. Havos waiting for going in, maybe not going in at all, maybe just leaving Dendy to die. Impale will try to help out, Puppy coming in together with Kuroki stopping Sting Sting, and it's enough, they take him down.
Arm.
Heavens, Halbert, MVP looking now for the next target for the Luna, this time for real. Soul Assumption gets him, Bone 7 runs himself out. Blink forward. AUI in some trouble, there's still a Mana Void, and it is enough with one more hit. There we go, that's another pick of 3 kills. Going the way of Na'Vi, who are now able to take their spoils in terms of tier 2 tower for them for free.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, well, looks like Navi's in extremely good position now. They should probably be able to take this tower right here. I think Sing Sing's the only one who can buy back, but he's not gonna do that. He's still got 2 people on the sideline, so they're just gonna have to maybe okay, he goes for the wall. Oh, Stacey does buy back here.
Yeah, they're gonna try to go for something. BKB gets turned on, Blink away already from a Vos. Now V trying to back off from this, then he's still getting slowed down, but they are able to get away. A lot of resources used to just get Na'Vi away from their base without actually trying to chase anything down. Of course, overextension would then be likely, but
It
well,
was 3v5. I questioning if Navi could have fought that, even though he just TP'd right into the front lines. But the wall, there was a lot of heroes caught by that wall. So
whoa, I got disconnected. We'll reconnect. Did you get disconnected?
no, fine.
Okay, I just got timed out. Weird. But I'm loading back in. There we go. Like nothing ever happened. Awesome. That's awkward. Anyways, yeah. The kill score sitting for me on 0-0. But right now, Na'Vi, I mean, they probably just wanted to play extra safe. Wanted to make sure that they could get themselves out again without overextending. I mean, this is a pretty delicate point, I find. Of course, Na'Vi is starting to get ahead even more than they just were a couple of seconds ago, but it's so easy to throw it away because one fight could actually put Rattlesnake back on top of this game if they are able to shut Havos down hard. Who, by the way, is no longer got a buyback. He does pick up his butterfly, and I see gets it too.
I really don't think it's just one fight, because if you look at Luna's had the same items for about like
True.
I think 18 minutes or not 18 minutes, but like 10 minutes or something. He's had the same items and he's been dying. And Troll is a bit close to finishing MKB, I believe. That's what he's gonna make since there's a butterfly and an abyssal on the board. I mean, a Heaven's Halberd on the board. So
I have to
yeah.
look at the gold per minute. I mean, Anti-Mage, of course, very high. I accept that. I mean, he's 700 gold per minute, which is pretty high. I like his blades, by the way. Oh, again, what the hell? No Steam log on? Steam? No.
Yeah, disconnected again.
Yeah, I'm logging back in. I don't know what's wrong. Just timing out from the Steam servers. But
Don't worry, nothing's currently happening. So.
Good. Back in this then. Still 1-0-0. I mean, I forgot what I was saying, but well, delicate balance. That's all. Puppy actually having his vendetta on, seeing that Envy goes to farm, and actually Envy might be caught out here because Funnick is here as well, looking for the track. There's not that much follow up for him though, so he has to be careful. Only Kuroki there with the smoke still.
But all these tracks just provide so much pressure, like so much knowledge for Navi to see where all the opponents are and what kind of movements they can do. So it's a pretty big deal, and this is why Bounty Hunter is such an annoying hero to play against.
We do have an Aghanims up for the Darkseer, so if he gets himself a copy of Anti-Mage, that will be a pretty big thing, because it will be a pretty big copy.
Yeah, but look at this Anti-Mage. He is so big right now.
He is completely
This snowball by Anti-Mage. Was just too good. I really feel like needed to do something really early, much earlier, when Anti-Mage only had Battle Fury.
Track up. What the hell? What is wrong? Keeps getting disconnected. Am I missing a fight? Please don't tell me I'm missing a fight.
Yeah, you kind of are actually.
Describe what's going on.
Havos is getting Hobos is actually getting focused right now, but he falls back. They use wall, and he actually gets a 4-man mana void. Sing falls, Bane falls, now Spear Breaker. Darkseer's left, he's being chased down, he falls, and Luna's the last one alive, and that's
My
GG
camera!
call right there.
Oh my god! My camera keeps moving to the side. I can't believe.
Has fallen.
Now it
Oh,
stopped,
man,
and
what a
I missed the
disaster.
last fight. Are you kidding me right now? So
What a-
incredibly frustrating. Oh, and this is not even the first time that it happened.
Oh,
First time that it happened because of Dota, though. Stupid Dota.
Oh man, Navi was actually the score was 13-15 at the end.
Yeah.
But wow.
Pretty
But now you
strong
can see like
performance. Sorry. Go
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Navi's experience was just showing that game, where Hobos was just able to find these opportunities where Rattlesnakes were trying to make something happen somewhere else, and he took that chance to really get ahead in farm, getting some free towers, some free kills. These mistakes just snowballed out of control.
Yeah, one mistake and I get disconnected again. No Steam logon. Go screw yourself, Dota. We're gonna have ourselves another game of Dota StarSeries Season 7 coming up. Navi versus Fnatic. Stick around. We'll be right back.